What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by, spending a few minutes of your time here with me today. Um, I saw this post on Reddit the other night. It really stuck out to me, okay? I really resonated with what the person was sharing, which was something along the lines of like, they don't remember who they are anymore. They don't know who they are anymore. They feel like they don't have a very solid personality of their own, and they find themselves mimicking and copying the people in their lives, the people that are around them. All right. And I sort of have felt like this my entire life. I've never really known who I am, like in my original state, because I feel like I've always been in situation after situation after situation in which I was forced to sort of mold my personality and become someone who I'm not, to fit in, sometimes to survive. You get what I'm saying? And it's like every time that happens, it's like splitting the soul in two, and that original you gets further and further away, or harder and harder to recognize after a while, right? So I've been dealing with feelings like this my entire life, but I have learned a few things about this, okay? Like mimicking and copying, this is a completely natural thing to do. This is one of our first tools that we use as infants and small children to learn how to be human. We mimic the people around us. This is one of the reasons why your parents love you so much and think that you're so cute and adorable and perfect when you're little, because you're constantly reflecting little bits and pieces of them back to them, right? So you're reflecting little pieces of their personality, of their little quirks and mannerisms, and it's something that they can recognize. It's familiar to them, so they call it perfect and good and cute and adorable and all of this stuff, right? So this mimicking, copying, this is like a survival tactic. And in fact, it's not a bad thing at all. It's a very good thing. It's a very good skill to have, this mimicking and this copying, okay? I remember, y'all might not know this, but I used to rap, and I was pretty good at rapping, if I say so myself, you know what I'm saying? But when I first started showing people my music, they would say, "Oh man, you sound like so-and-so." And usually I'd take it as a compliment because it was somebody that I liked, you know what I mean? Someone who I thought was a good artist. But I noticed that over time, who they said I sounded like would change. And I realized that I was copying my favorite rappers' styles in some way, right? And I was sort of like combining them to create something unique, all the while trying to sprinkle whatever it is that's me on top of it, right? To create something of my own, to build a foundation on, right? If I, am trying to play a new video game, I'm trying to learn a game and I want to get good at it, I might watch a professional play the game and then try to emulate their play style. And then I might cycle through play styles until I find a play style that is, that feels the most natural to me, right? And I will use that as a foundation for my own gaming experience. You see what I'm saying? So this mimicking, this copying, it's not a negative thing. I don't want you to feel like it's a negative thing if you feel like, oh, I don't know who I am. In fact, it could be a very positive thing, all right? Because what this means when you're feeling like this, I want you to realize this, when you're feeling like, oh, I don't know who I am anymore, and I'm just copying people. What you're doing is you're realizing something that most people never realize, that they're copying and that they're mimicking. And this puts you in a very unique position, and it adds some responsibility onto your plate, okay, onto your shoulders, because now that you've realized you're mimicking and you're copying, whatever, you have the responsibility to manage the types of influences, right, that are in your life. So the types of entertainment or music that you're consuming, the types of philosophy or ideologies that you're entertaining at the time, all of this stuff, all of the ideas that you're consuming. You have the opportunity to consciously manage this and consciously create for yourself a persona. And that's a very unique position to be in, right? Anyway, man, until next time, I hope you continue to free your mind.